The Sharks are back in an all-new season of Shark Tank, where hopeful entrepreneurs from across the country dream of a chance to secure an investment and gain powerful partners to start, grow, or save their businesses.
Last year we did $1.25 million.
If the Sharks hear a great idea, they're ready to invest using their own money.
How is it worth $1 million?
Because it's awesome!
And they'll fight each other for a piece of the action.
Problem with Robert's offer.
There's no problem with Robert's offer.
You get nothing.
Have you even made an offer?
I'm trying to, but you keep interrupting.
But first, the entrepreneurs must convince a shark to invest the full amount they're asking for, or they'll walk away with nothing.
You're going up against the big boys now with our dollars.
It's sink.
You're going to get crushed, my friend. Crushed.
Or swim.
Here's what I'm going to offer you.
What?
You're kidding. Sorry, can I...
You're screwing up, Rusty.
Who are the Sharks? They're self-made millionaire and billionaire investors who are entrepreneurs themselves. Kevin O'Leary is a venture capitalist who turned a $10,000 loan into a software business worth $4.2 billion. Lori Grenier, the queen of QVC, holds over 100 patents and has launched over 300 products, grossing over $500 million in retail sales. Damon John is a fashion mogul and branding expert who grew his homemade clothing line into the globally recognized fashion brand FUBU. Robert Herjavec, the son of an immigrant factory worker, is now a technology mogul who sold his first internet companies for over $350 million. And Mark Cuban, notorious billionaire entrepreneur and the outspoken owner of the Dallas Mavericks. First into the tank are Jason Sandberg and Taylor Gwazdon, who believe they've made a common product that everybody has even better.
Hi, my name is Jason Sandberg.
And my name is Taylor Gwazdon. We are the proud owners of Lit Up Corporation, and we are seeking $100,000 for 10% equity stake in our company.
We are very excited to be here and to finally introduce the Lit Up Cooler. The Lit Up Cooler is the first and only cooler with built-in LED lighting. These bad boys give you the ability to find what you're looking for. It's as simple as that. This is not rocket science. This is exactly how I came up with the idea. I was camping with my family. I was thirsty, about 4 hot dogs deep, wanting an ice-cold beer. I went to my cold, dark cooler. I began sloshing around, frozen-handed, trying to find what I was looking for. I found a can, I popped it open, and it was a soda. Not what I was looking for.
No.
I began my search for a cooler with lights in it, and it did not take long to realize there were none in existence. So I built my own.
We have working prototypes, and we're ready to introduce our technology to a world that needs to see our product. So, who's ready to strike a deal, raise a toast, and get lit up?
Because it's awesome!
So why would we ever get in business with rude and selfish individuals like you? Talking about 2 guys just opened a cooler beer and didn't offer it to anybody over there.
That is very rude.
Who would like one?
Why, I would.
Sure, I'll have one.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, bro. Thanks.
Salute to the Shark Tank.
Cheers, Kevin.
All right, we already got something out of the deal.
Now, Taylor and Jason, when I heard Damon call you greedy, I thought he was talking about the valuation you put on your business.
Oh, that's next.
Because you've asked me for $100,000 for 10%, implying that this is worth $1 million. Defend yourselves before I drink your beers.
So we have designed and developed a revolutionary product for a very large $500 million gross sales industry. We feel that our product's worth $1 million, and we're looking for the strong strategic partner to help us take it to market.
Why do you feel it's worth $1 million?
Those words all just meant that I don't have any sales, correct?
Correct.
So, Jason, you never answered the question, how is it worth $1 million?
We had to start somewhere, so that's what we started at.
Awesome! You know, most honest, not good, but most honest answer ever.
Well, we appreciate that. We're honest guys, so.
Have you shown it to any buyers in the large box stores that sell all of the coolers?
We have not shown it to any retailers yet, and that's on purpose. We've been waiting to develop our intellectual property to help secure our technology and to protect us.
What is the intellectual property in this?
Do you have a patent, or is one pending?
We actually have 3 issued patents. Our patents cover the interior LED lighting.
And no one can put an LED anywhere inside a cooler except you 2 dudes.
Correct.
I have some potentially bad news for you. I think there's only a couple people that make coolers, and they own most of the market. Am I right?
That is 100% correct.
There's 3 manufacturers, right?
And therein lies your problem, because it's a zero-sum game. Either you're going to get them to play ball with you and light it up with you, or it's almost going to be impossible to get shelf space unless you spend an obscene amount of money.
Have you approached them?
That's the reason why we're here, is we have not, because we're securing our intellectual property and protecting ourselves.
You agree the right strategy is not to build your own coolers. It's to go to one of the 3 guys with a patent that's protected and create a license opportunity where you get paid a few dollars if you're lucky, a few cents if you're not, for every single cooler with lights.
Wouldn't that be wonderful?
Now that is interesting,
But technically, why do you need us then?
because all roads lead to Mr. Wonderful when it comes to negotiating a license deal. We know that.
Taylor and Jason, you're asking $100,000. 10% means $1 million. And when I see numbers like that, you know what I'm going to say. I know a guy in the hood that will follow you around with a flashlight and show you your beer for the rest of your life for $1 million. I'm out.
David's got half the hood employed now.
I think it's interesting. I'm not sure how big a need there is for it. Anybody could really buy a tap light and put it in their cooler.
That's correct.
And for that reason, I'm out.
So guys, here's the good news. One of my best friends is one of the largest makers of tents and accessories for them. So he knows that market inside out, and we've done a bunch of deals together. So I can set up a meeting with the largest manufacturer of coolers in the world very easily. I'll give you the $100,000 for 25% of the company, and we'll see what happens at the meeting.
I'll tell you what, guys. I love the beer. Thank you. I'm out. Say yes before he changes his mind.
All right, the problem with Robert's offer
no problem with Robert's
there's
offer.
only one potential there, his friend. It won't work unless you have 2 bids. Because what you want to create is the potential of this market in their minds. If there are 2 bidders, the advance is huge. If there's 1, you get nothing. This is what Uncle Kevin knows. And this is where he brings the big value.
Only an idiot will walk into a meeting and give the impression that there isn't other players in the market. The way you get maximum value is by creating a position with the first guy so that they feel a certain amount of pressure so you don't walk across the street.
Robert's wrong because you are working in an oligopoly. There are 3 companies that own over 80%
Have you even made an
share.
offer?
I'm trying to, but you keep interrupting me. I'm going to make it easy. I'm not going to ask for any equity at all. I'll give you the $100,000 for 1/3, 33% of whatever we get to license it from a cooler manufacturer, whichever one it is. But I'm there by your side negotiating it, hockey sticking it, soccer balling it, race driving it along with you.
Guys, he's just blowing smoke. We're all good at negotiating up here. I like to depend on people who've been in the business. Kevin negotiates from a point of aggression. I'm happy to walk in with my friend who's been doing business with these guys for 20 years, and they'll be honest with you and tell you whether there's a deal here or not.
Can we consult for just a minute?
Absolutely.
Hey guys, I'll make it really easy. If that offer's attractive for you, go for it. I'm out.
Whoa. You have 1 offer left on the table.
Let's do business, Kevin.
I'm very excited, gentlemen. I'm going to drink a beer in your honor.
Kevin, you just got lit up by
Thank
lit
you
up.
very much. Thank you. It's great. It's very interesting.
Hey, I wasn't listening. Did you take their royalties forever and their firstborn?
Left the firstborn out.
Gosh, I can't believe it.
We got a deal with Kevin. That's who we wanted to get a deal with.
All this time, all this hard work, oh, it feels great. It feels absolutely awesome.
We can't wait to light up the world.
Next up is Dave Alwyn, who hopes to whet the sharks' appetites with his quality meats.
Hi, I'm Dave Alwyn of Echo Valley Meats from Peoria, Illinois, the heart of the Midwest. I am seeking $300,000 for 20% equity. Echo Valley Meats makes the best meat you'll ever eat. We specialize in that old-fashioned butcher shop quality and deliver the most delicious meats from the farm to tables nationwide. This business is in my blood. I'm 3rd generation in the meat business, a cattleman and a farmer. My motto is simple: know the meat business from conception to consumption, and I know this business better than anyone. I love for your family, friends, and clients to say, wow, when they receive a gift from Echo Valley Meats. I assure that partnering with one of you for creative vision, connections, and knowledge of the e-commerce will help take Echo Valley Meats to the next level of success. You're the sharks. Now it's time for a feeding frenzy. Ladies first.
Thank you. Wow.
Robert, thank you very much.
Thank you.
I love cold cookies, sir.
Now, I can assure you, making money never tasted so good.
Wow. David, can you tell us what we were eating?
Sure. The one on your plate, Robert, to the far, your left hand there, that would be a beef tenderloin. That would
Very
be
good.
Good. The other one would be our hickory smoked beef brisket, which we slow roast for about 15 to 16 hours
That
ourselves.
was outstanding.
The other one is our ham, which is, again, a natural juice ham, so there's no water added to it.
And what was this?
That is our summer sausage. That is an award-winning summer sausage as well.
Fantastic.
Tell us about the business side of it.
Last year we did $1.25 million
Whoa.
between retail, catering, and our mail order.
So when you say retail, what does that mean?
I have a retail store in
You have a
Peoria.
retail store?
Yes, in
Okay.
Peoria.
Okay.
How do customers find you?
Right now, it's literally word of mouth. I've been developing this for the past 10 years, literally guerrilla marketing. I get in my car and take samples to local businesses around Peoria, $25 gift boxes, $50 gift boxes, and drop them off to corporations and say, this is what we do.
Dave, how does the price point compare to the other competitors and the quality?
42% cheaper than pretty much anybody in the industry. I have stuck to the basics, believe in the best product. I knew it was going to take me a lot longer to get to where I wanted to go, but I've stuck to my roots.
So if you're offering the same quality or better quality product for cheaper, what are your margins on your products?
On the mail order business, at the end of the day, on any of these items, we net about 26 to 28% across the board. This particular ham here, which is about an 8 to 10 pound spiral-sized ham, would retail in the catalog for $49. That ham cost me between $16 and $18 before packaging.
Are you trying to go into other retail outlets?
No, I'd like to go into more mail order than
You want to go
retail.
straight direct?
That's
What
right.
do you make on that 1.25 million in sales?
We only netted about 20,000.
Is that after you paid yourself something?
Yes,
David, on 1.25 million in sales, you basically broke even. That's what happened.
that's correct.
So
Why, David?
I paid for everything as I went. I have all of my equipment is paid for in full. My smokehouse alone would cost $250,000 to pay for. My sausage stuffer is $150,000 if you were going to buy this stuff brand new. Everything's paid for.
But
in
Dave,
full.
if I take out the one-time cost of the equipment, let's say you did 1.2 million next year and got rid of those one-time costs, how much money would you have made?
Probably closer to 50,000.
Why is the profit so low? You know, when you're making that little bit of money, one little thing goes wrong and
From this point forward, once we go over the 3 million mark, everything becomes profit. Our overhead doesn't change one bit.
so you have a cost structure that you've got to do a certain amount just to break even.
That's right. 1.2 is basically our break even, and that's where we're at right
So
now.
I give you the 300,000. What do you spend it on?
I would think purely marketing and bringing in product inventory before
But
the
what
season.
type of marketing?
On a national e-commerce. I think that's where the growth is really.
the problem with that, David, is do you know what it costs you to acquire a new customer?
Not really, to be honest with you. We've been developing this, recreating the website, just really fine-tuning the last multiple years to get to where we're at now.
But you want to take my 300,000 to experiment to find those answers. I don't know what it's going to cost to get a customer that comes back every holiday to buy a ham. You don't either. You're going to go find out. You're going to spend my 300,000 doing it. Maybe you'll be successful, maybe you won't be.
I know the customer that ordered 1,400 only ordered 900 last year. So I feel in the past several years I have not lost any business. Each customer has came back and continued.
Dave,
to
I don't think that there's any doubt this is a fantastic product. The meat was great. But here's my challenge. I didn't know about you until you walked out here. I buy stuff like this all the time as corporate gifts for our corporate customers. But Kevin's right. It's very, very expensive to find those people. These people mail me, they email me, they blast me, all kinds of stuff. I'm struggling with the 300,000. Like I know that's a lot of money, but I don't know. I think it's going to cost
Yeah, I mean,
a lot more.
my challenge is the same thing. You're going up against the big boys now with $5.
One point that you said to me that would help you that was attractive was yours is a $49 ham, and I think the other hams out there are like $69, $79.
And it's a smaller weight also, so they're significantly higher with not as much product.
I think
also.
that's a real distinct advantage because the other stuff, you're right, Laurie, is
I don't
way
know if it's
more
a
expensive.
sustainable
It's not an
advantage.
advantage at all because you're not making money. They're selling their product at a higher price because obviously they
making
have to.
Yeah.
But again, I've only targeted 60 miles around Peoria.
No, but I think what we'll find out, Dave, is the reason there's $79 on your $49 ham is that their cost of customer acquisition is the difference. And you'd find that out. You're not going to be any different. It's going to cost money, maybe $20 more per order.
If we would get to a $5 million point on our mail order business alone and net 28%, for $300,000, you would have 100% return on investment back within basically
but you're not telling us that that's a long road from here to
Dave, here's
there.
where you screwed up. Right? You know the meat business. You make a great product. You proved it. But what you've told us is your retail business is your retail business. You see the upside because the margins are greater in the direct mail business, particularly through e-commerce. The one thing you didn't do was come prepared to explain to us why. You're coming in unprepared. That doesn't cut it. I'm out.
You're making the assumption people are going to buy your product and stay with you, but you're not answering the question, how much it's going to cost to find that customer. I think you came up with $300,000. I asked you, how are you going to specifically spend that? And you say, marketing, national marketing.
And maybe it's sending out samples like I did, in my car.
Dave, you never want to talk about maybe.
Yeah.
I grew up on a farm, right? A farmer doesn't go out in the field and throw a bunch of seeds out and says, gee, I hope it's corn next year.
Yeah, true.
That's what you're doing.
True.
I'm sorry, I'm out.
Okay.
But it will take more sausage.
There's plenty of that.
Can't call your business plan bad because there isn't one. It's kind of an interesting problem we have here, Dave. The product is absolutely spectacular.
Thank you.
And the strategy to get it into the market isn't there, at least in terms of e-commerce. I don't see the opportunity because you didn't present it to me. I'm out.
Damon or Lori?
You probably can't tell that, but I generally try not to eat red meat. I eat fish. I'm trying not to go in that area of business. My kids are vegans and things of that nature. So from just that standpoint alone, I'm out.
And Lori?
I really like you,
Thank you.
and I think the product is amazing. I have a lot of experience with catalog sales, and it is hard to get your name known, and you do have a lot of competition. I think that you'll make it slowly, but I like to get things out there really quickly to get my return on my investment, and I don't see that happening here, and for that reason, I'm out.
Okay.
Good luck, David.
Well, thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
Good luck.
It's amazing. If he wasn't as nice as he was, think about it. He came out here with no plan. we've shredded people with that same thing, but the guy was just a nice guy.
Yeah, he gave us
And he fed you.
He gave us a good piece of steak.
Sometimes it's good to feed the sharks.
Yeah.
My name is Colin Gressing. I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana. Living in New Orleans is great. Everywhere you look, there's people in costumes, street performers. Everyone's just going crazy. Seeing that dynamic in New Orleans really helped inspire my product. I studied mechanical engineering at Yale. Never really thought of myself as a creative person, but when it does come to building things, I do often find creative ways to solve problems. New order's in. My business doesn't just sell a product. It's really more of a lifestyle. You'll take any experience and make it incredible. Try it. I think it can be the next social phenomenon. And there's something a little bit mysterious about it. I really need investment from the sharks to really get the brand out there and make it a household name. Colin Grusing, and my business is Rootsuit. I'm here seeking a $100,000 investment for 15% of my company. I could describe the product to you, but I think it's probably better to just show you.
Oh, my Lord.
Oh, my God.
What up, baby?
So, this is a root suit. Wearing a root suit is an incredible experience that you can't get in any other way. It lets you stand out in a crowd. It gives you this unique charisma. You are compelled to do things you otherwise wouldn't. Wear a root suit to a concert, you'll probably get pulled on stage. Wear a root suit to the game, I bet you get on the Jumbotron.
Wear a root suit to the bank, you probably get 7 to 10.
Yeah, that's true. So, back to our business. We started selling root suits in 2008, and as soon as we gave it a name, it blew up. I know we're poised for huge growth, so who wants to join me in the root suit phenomenon?
Can you see easily through it?
You can see pretty well. Like any costume that covers your face, there is limited visibility.
Tell us about sales. Are you making any money?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so last year, what did you sell?
Last year, we sold a little under 10,000.
Dollars?
New units.
Units.
How many
So
dollars is
That's
that?
525,000.
What?
Ooh, you make any money on that?
Yeah. Last year was 140,000 in profit.
Wow.
Wow.
Tell us about your sales model. How do you sell it? Where do you sell it? What are your
It's all
margins?
e-commerce. Seems like the natural place for it.
No retailers?
No retailers. That's a big part of the reason why I'm here.
Are you the only guy? Because I'm pretty sure my son, who's 18, all his buddies wear suits like this, and they go to nightclubs and
Absolutely.
parties.
Absolutely. So you have seen it before.
That's my question. Would I have seen yours, or is there a bunch of people making these?
So we were the first. We started in 2008. We totally originated, opened up this product space. We had quick and profound success. Of course, some people have come in.
But
So you have competition.
We have competition.
So
Absolutely.
you're the main brand.
We
You
are
were the first guy.
We were the first guys.
Is there any brand recognition on the suit itself? Does it say Root Suit on it anywhere? Like on the foot or anything like that? Just so somebody can say, hey, look, this is where I got it?
That's probably a good idea. This is one thing that I'd actually like to investigate a little more.
This is super hot right now. You go snowboarding, the kids are wearing this on the ski hills. It's super, oh, there you go. Super hot. But here's the problem. Maybe you created the market, but there's no way to know this is your product. I think it's a big challenge ahead of you. I'm out.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I have a definitely answer for that.
Go ahead, you got 4
Well,
other sharks.
Colin,
Okay, I appreciate it.
I'll tell you too, I think they're very cool. I really like them, but I do think you have a competition problem. I can't see you protecting this in any way, and I can see a lot of other people making it, and so for that reason, I'm out.
Let me speak to that before you all think that that's a huge problem. I mean, lots of businesses have competition, and the way that they do it, talking to you now, is through branding.
Yep.
You know, I mean, how many people came in after you started what you started and make very similar things, but people kept buying yours because you were able to brand it.
Correct.
I like to put money into things that get really big so I get much richer. That's
Yeah.
sort of my strategy. I don't know how this is going to turn into a $50 million squeeze a guy in a suit business. For me, as an investment, it ain't there. I'm out.
You are making money,
We're making a lot of money.
but the only way that it's of value to me is to own a good portion of the company, number one. Number two, we know it can go to retail. I'm going to have to give you an offer that's going to be a very sharky offer. I'll give you the $100,000 for 50%.
Okay. I really appreciate the offer. That I'm doing the numbers in my head.
Contingency on that?
Contingency is that we have to get it into retail.
Get it into retail.
Because then I know my work starts at that point.
Well, you got an offer.
Let me say, I love that contingency, and there's no one in the world I would rather do that with than you. That's great.
You may want to hear from Mr. Cuban first. He's been known to do really crazy
I want to
things.
hear what you say to his offer first.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry. I got really excited. I'd like to take a second to
You
think
don't
about
seem
this
really
subject.
excited.
Yeah, he does. Yeah,
He's like, yeah, that's great.
So, Colin, it's an interesting position. 3 sharks are out. One has made an offer. The last one is saying, I'm not telling you what I'm going to do until you tell me what the other guy's doing. What do you do?
That the people I would love to work with the most would be you two. I think you should throw in 100,000.
But I'm not going to work with him.
And own 100% of the company?
No. Let's keep it at 50.
I'm not going to work with Mark.
Okay.
You should maybe entertain Mark because I'm on the fence. I may actually take that offer back.
Often this happens. A dog has a bone in its jaws. It gets to a bridge.
Oh, it's in its
it
jaws.
looks down. It sees a reflection of another bone. Opens its mouth to get that one. And, oh, no, the first bone's gone.
I mean, there's.
I think you've got a bone in your mouth right now, and you don't want to get bones, so you better think a little bit about this.
Three sharks are out. Damon has made an offer of $100,000 for 50% of the company, but Colin may have jeopardized the deal by waiting for Mark.
This is your defining moment. You know, I've said this to people before, and I've watched it happen so many
Lori,
times
stop,
with me.
Colin. I like you. I'm out.
What?
Wow.
I was on the fence, but I'm out.
What happened there, Damon?
It's taking too long. I know that I would have had to put in a large amount of work. I don't like an indecisive person.
Colin, bone and mouth disease.
Yeah. You were exactly right. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's a shame.
And now there is one.
Look, I think you're smart. I love the business. You're going to keep on growing. You're doing all the right things. You're going to make a boatload of money off of this.
You want to do some of that?
But the issue is, you'd be an idiot to take a partner because you're good, right? There's just some businesses that are better off being owned by the entrepreneur and just going out there and kicking
What
ass,
are you
and that's
saying,
you.
Mark? You in, you out?
I'm out. But I'm rooting for you
Well-
because you're going to be great.
Well, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate the advice.
I think you're going to do well.
Yeah, you've already done well and you continue to grow.
Okay. Thanks so much.
Good luck.
He's like a superhero when he puts that suit on.
Maybe there's a lesson in that. Maybe you come in here, you got to be fast when you're being made an offer.
Gotta be
No, I
decisive.
think the lesson is put a bone in Kevin's mouth, see where he drops it.
I don't have bone and mouth disease.
Earlier this season, we watched Lucinda Lent and Juliette Boyston make a deal with Barbara Corcoran for their children's party spot, The Coop.
We are thrilled to be in business with you, Barbara.
Let's see what they're up to now.
Business is booming since we've been on Shark Tank. It's amazing. We're so excited. Sorry, we're all sold out that weekend. Last year, our sales were around $350,000. This year, we're on track to be at $1 million.
We have been inundated with franchise requests. We're in talks right now to open a location in Miami and one in Washington, D.C.
And we have plans to expand in Los Angeles next year. Hi, Barbara.
I've been expecting your call. Nice to see both of you.
Barbara has been amazing.
I never doubted for a minute that you would succeed. I was so worried that your business would be confined by those walls.
With Barbara's help, we figured out a way to expand and get our parties outside of the coop. We've just launched the Coop Parties to Go, where we bring a cool Coop party to your house.
And we've also created the Coop Crate, so we can pack up all the cool Coop stuff and ship it to you anywhere in the country.
The party's here!
We have so many mums that come to us who say, I've got this great idea. And then they'll say, because we saw you on Shark Tank, we know that it's possible. You can be a mum, you can have kids, and you can live your dream.
Next into the tank is Rusty Allen, who feels he's added function and design to an everyday product.
Hi, Sharks. My name is Rusty Allen. I'm an industrial design entrepreneur and the founder of Gobi H2O. I'm asking for a $300,000 investment for 10% of my company. 4 years ago, when the recession hit, I realized I was spending more money on single-use water bottles per gallon than I was on the gas that I was putting into my car. And that pissed me off. And that's when I decided to develop Gobi. Gobi is the world's most advanced filtered water bottle on the market. Our Flex Flow technology allows you to have the durability of a hard shell with the accessibility of a soft shell. What that allows you to do is have clean, purified water instantly. One thing that I realized after developing this product was we could filter out way more than just tap water, and I'd love to show you what I mean by that. With our upgraded filter, we have the ability to filter out 99.99% of all contaminants found in water. For the purpose of this demo, I'm just going to take ordinary dirt and throw it in there. This is really fine potting soil. Shake it up. This is disgusting, dirty, dirty water that no one would ever want to drink. And with this upgraded filter, it allows the ability to filter out clean, purified water instantly, anywhere you go. So I would love to show you guys this product in person. Ladies first. You bet. Here you go.
Thanks, Rusty.
You bet. Here you go.
Thank you, Rusty.
Which one of you sharks wants to invest in clean, purified Gobi success?
Are you looking to sell this, Rusty, as a mainstream product in America to compete with all the other water containers, or are you trying to go into the specialty niche of providing purified water in countries where it's not available?
Right now, the special filter is a prototype, and that's a great thing, and that shows the power of our technology. But my main focus right now is to compete with single-use water bottles here in America.
But don't you think here in America people are pretty comfortable filling up their existing bottles today with water out of the tap? They don't need the extra cost of a filter.
Kevin's right, shockingly. Not only are we accepting tap water or other forms of water outside the bottle, but there's also other filters that filter good enough.
Yeah, Rusty, I mean, my kids have a water bottle that has a filter on the inside of it, and they've had that for, my gosh, 3 years.
They're probably not the same kind of filter this
No,
is.
it is. The only difference I see in yours is that you have this soft, compressible area and a harder shell, the two combined together. I haven't seen that, but I have seen multiple products where there is a filter just like yours that takes out 99.9% of the contaminants that you can either put into different water bottles or that already come built inside.
Right. Well, I'll show you the beauty of that technology, Flex Flow technology. What it allows us to do. And most squeeze bottles, they won't last the life of the filter because they're not very durable. They scratch up. They end up not holding a seal really well because it's soft materials, right? Well, the hard shell bottles are really good, but if you have a filter in it, you have to suck the water through, which really limits what kind of filter you can put in there. So the ability to have a hard shell combined with a soft shell is the best of both worlds.
No, but Rusty, hang on. You're saying all the other products, which do the same thing, can't filter to a level that you can. Yours is so good that you can filter dirt, and nobody else can do that.
In the way that we do.
That's a different answer to a different question.
Well, okay, we've tested our filter in other water bottles, and we realized that this technology, the FlexFlow technology, builds up a ton of pressure in here and allows you to filter out more than everybody else can.
I never thought I would say it, but this is an extremely sexy water bottle. You know, tell you the
Thank
truth,
you, I
right?
appreciate it.
How much does this cost, retail?
Retail is $30.
How much are you making them for?
We're making them for 10 in the U.S. right now. We're made in San Diego. It includes the first filter, which is for tap water. That filter lasts 3 months or 100 gallons. The consumer buys it every quarter. Very simple.
Oh, so you have to keep on rebuying the filter?
That's
okay.
repeat.
Let me ask
filter
one more
sales.
question. Did you license the filter, or is this 100% your design? You did all the work as an industrial engineer?
As far as the technology of it, it's a carbon block. It's free market technology.
What were your sales?
Our sales to date, only online, have been 10,000 bottles and 15,000 filters.
What's your total sales revenue?
Total revenue is $285,000.
Over what period of time?
17 months.
Okay.
Just so you guys know, as far as sales, I've only been selling the blue bottle. We went to retail.
Who did you go to?
Bed Bath & Beyond, Target, and JCPenney's.
What happened?
So they came back and they said, in order to get this in there, we need more colors.
Wait, I have to stop you for a minute because it doesn't make sense to me. If they thought that this was so original and so unique and something that they really wanted, they would have grabbed it, they would have tested it. So my feeling is you didn't get into them because there are already so many others out there like it, and they probably have a less expensive version. I like that you are creative and that you're trying to do something and be an entrepreneur, but I think there's tons of competition out there, and for that reason, I'm out.
Okay, that's fine.
I have a different issue with you, Rusty, which we haven't addressed yet. Explain to me why you're worth $3 million today and how it's going to be worth more tomorrow. Because unless we get past that, Rusty, I don't care what colors the bottles are. You're not getting any of my money.
Well, first of all, you guys know every human being on the earth, the richest man in Beverly Hills and the poorest man in Kenya, both drink water. And besides breathing oxygen...
That's just a horrible sales pitch, Rusty. Come on.
Listen, I'm just saying how broad it is. Let me get back to my...
It's an obvious broad market.
Okay, Rusty, here's the bottom line. What you should have said is that you were going to sell $3 million worth of these bottles in the next 12 months, make $500,000 or $600,000 in profit. I would have had a debate with you. We would have stayed engaged. You never did that. I'm out.
Rusty, let me clarify your problem for you, okay? You've got really cool looking bottles, but you're trying to be in the water filtration business. The part that differentiates you, that makes it a really cool product, you're not focusing on at all. If you just walked in and said, you know what, we have the coolest, hippest, best looking bottles on the planet, and by the way, if you have a user who has a need for a daily filtration, we have a solution. You're screwing up, Rusty.
I see what you're saying. I was getting caught up in all the other details, but at the end of the day, we're able to filter out more contaminants than anyone else because of this.
Rusty, look, I'm going to make it simple. I'm out, right? You're selling the wrong thing.
Rusty, you seem like a nice guy, but that was just a really convoluted presentation, my friend. I mean, that was just so bad. I don't think you understand the business that you're in. You're going to get crushed, my friend. Crushed. I'm out.
I'm sitting here quietly rooting for you, but every one of the charts are bringing up really, really valuable points. What do you want the money for?
We need the money for inventory and a little bit of operating costs. Like I said, I'm working 24/7, 7 days a week.
Rusty, just because...
Now listen,
Rusty, just because
really
you
quick?
work hard doesn't mean you're going to be successful.
No, listen.
I want to hear this. I want to hear this, Rob.
I will work harder than anyone has ever worked for you, I swear. I've been dedicating my entire life to this. I have a pad next to my desk that I sleep on and wake up and work. I do not stop working, dude.
How much debt is on the company?
None.
You may want to take a nice swig of the water because I got an offer coming to you.
You're kidding.
of the sharks are out. But Damon is interested.
How much debt is on the company?
None.
You may want to take a nice swig of the water because I got an offer coming to you.
You're kidding.
I'll give you $300,000 for 40%. With this contingency, we have to get it into a big box retailer.
What do you think about 20%?
I think that you're coming in here for smart money, right?
Yep.
But I also believe $300,000 for 40% is what this deal is worth.
I'll just sort of sum up what I'm selling here.
No, you don't need to.
He's made you an offer.
I would ask you, can I call my business partner? I have an advisor, graduated from Cornell. He's an amazing guy. He would give me great advice on this.
Absolutely. You want to call? Sure.
Yes. Thank you, guys. I no hard feelings that you're out. No big deal. I appreciate your offer, Damon.
Okay.
Thanks a lot.
Is he leaving?
Hey, Rusty, how's it going?
It's going great, man. I was a little confusing, I guess, on the way that I presented things.
Damon, I'm shocked.
Damon, that was the most confusing presentation we've seen in...
All the sharks are out except Damon.
Okay.
And he's offering $300,000 for 40%.
So basically, he's valuing the company at $700,000.
It's so not worth $3 million.
Guys, stop talking me out of this.
I'm gonna ask one more question, and then if they're good with it, good, and we'll figure it out.
Sounds great. All right. Good luck, bud.
There's so much competition,
this
Damon.
is a challenge.
But these are badass-looking bottles.
Okay, Rusty, before you say anything, let's just summarize where we're at.
Okay.
There's only one shark left, Damon, who's interested in your deal. He offered you $300,000, not for 10%, which is what you wanted. It's $300,000 for 40%, with a contingency. With the retailers you've been talking about that are so excited about your product, actually bring it in and start selling it. What are you going to do?
I would really like to see what you thought about bringing a couple more sharks in. Mark Cuban and Lori. For the demo purposes, as well as the Mavs and the sports licensing potential there.
Rusty, I'll tell you the truth though, this is such a gamble and a flyer that I would want that big reward, so I wouldn't want them in the deal. $300,000 for 40%.
And you guys are all still out, for sure, 100%.
He just said he didn't want us in, so it's his call.
Okay, so you guys' offers are still completely off the table after I left?
Unless you want to give up more equity.
No, absolutely, Damon,
All
you're the
right.
man. Let's do this, man. You guys are going to regret this. I guarantee you, dude. Actually forgot my bottle.
I'm speechless.
How surprised are you, DJ?
I am surprised. I didn't think he was going to take 40%.
I was waiting for you to say no, and then I could get back into the royalty game with him. Squeeze his head like a teenage pimple.
I think Damon gets it. I think we're going to kill it. And I think all the sharks are going to regret not being a part of it.
Next time on Shark Tank.
You're telling me you can't control your own destiny.
I'll give you more cash.
Did you just jump in on my geek?
Mark, would you like to go in with me?
You'd be insane not to take that.
This company is going to be a lot bigger than $10 million.
Wow. We sold 500,000 of these. Am I right?
No.
You're wrong.
Now I'm finding a flaw in your character.
Not a flaw in my character, sir.
This girl served 15 months in Afghanistan for you.
So